Hello. My name's Sam and welcome to my channel So Let's Sparkle with Sam, and today I am 50 and frolicking. So this is my third intentions of my 50th year sewing vlog. So if you want to hear what I'm getting up to sewing wise in my 50th year, then don't forget to give me a like and subscribe. And yeah, and I'm going to let you know all about my plans for my first 50 and frolicking Frocktails event. So I will kind of just point you to the video below that tells you all about what I'm doing this year for my kind of sewing intentions. This is my hashtag 50 and frolicking. So I intend to attend at least 5. I'm saying at least because there may be a 6th option. At least 5 Frocktails type events. So they won't all necessarily have Frocktails in the title because there's kind of balls and socials and that kind of events, but they're basically events that you have to make a dress or an outfit for to go, and a kind of social, fun, frolicking event. So my plans for my first event and therefore my first dress is for Plymouth Frocktails. So Plymouth Frocktails is an event, there's still tickets available, well there were when I looked this morning, for Saturday the 15th of March, and if you pop on, I'll pop the link below, run by the lovely Lizzie and the lovely Angela, who is Devon Frocktails, and yeah, so they have kind of popped on a Frocktails event in Plymouth, and I am so up for it. So yeah, Plymouth Frocktails. Now I had 2 kind of ideas for this event. Oh, just to let you know, by the way, I was fully on planning on putting on one of my dressmaker's balls outfits for today, and I'm going to be really honest with you, it's just too cold. It was too cold, so I've got my good old sparkly top that I actually bought in a charity shop. I do keep threatening to make myself one, but I can never find the right type of fabric. It's kind of got a rainbow glitter through it, and it's almost like a ribbed jersey. It's just really beautiful, and it's got this lovely like kind of sleeve detail, the neckline that I absolutely love. The star necklace was actually a present from Mr. Sparkles for Christmas, and I've popped it on with my chalk and notch aisle jeans, and I'll pop a picture here of what it looks like, you know, in the whole outfit. So I've kind of gone sparkly, but in a warm way, because we are, I think it was -6 yesterday, I think we're only -4 today, but it's still fairly cold. So yeah, so that's what I'm wearing. Should have done that bit first. So my ideas for my 2 Frocktails, sorry, for my first Frocktail dress was one of 2 dresses. So I absolutely love my So Different Fleetwood Frock. So those of you that don't know that pattern, I'll pop a picture up of it here, and I'll pop a picture of me wearing one. Now I love the So Different Fleetwood Frock for so many different reasons. It's such a versatile pattern. You can make it in deep winter fabrics, you can make it in summer fabrics. If you make it in winter fabrics and size up, you can pop things underneath it, and it's a beautiful, really lovely long line, swishy twirly pinafore type dress. If you make it in a very crisp cotton poplin, it makes a really kind of, you know, sophisticated summer tea dress. If you make it in a lovely flouncy, floaty viscose, it makes an absolutely gorgeous, luxurious kind of holiday summer dress. It's just one of those dresses that the fabric kind of does fantastic things to it. As I said, the pattern's by So Different, and I'll put the link below. And I absolutely love it. I made it, when I made it in the wool fabric, I made it in a size 12, and I'm just desperate to make it in a kind of more kind of floaty summer dress vibe. Now, as I said, Plymouth Frocktails is in March. So, and we live in the UK. So I don't think it's going to kind of be summer frock weather. So I've got an option. I could make it and then just wear something underneath it or wear something over the top. But I have already chosen my fabric. So the fabric that I've chosen is this fabric from Minerva. And as you can see, it's in this gorgeous deep green. And then it's got lots and lots of pops of gorgeous colour all over it with moons, waning moon, crescent moon, gimbus moons, full moons of all different colours. Some of them are a bit planetary and it's just a bit of me. It's a beautiful viscose chalet. I think they describe it as a rayon chalet, but viscose and rayon is the same fabric. And it's called Lagoo even, Jessica Swift, and it says rayon. Lumina Twilight, if anyone's looking for it, it's called Lumina Twilight, because I know that when someone recommends a fabric and they don't tell you what it's called and then you go into the search engine and you're not quite sure what you're looking for. This was from Minerva. If they've got any of it left, I will link it below. In fact, I don't think they have, because I think I might have had the last of it, but I don't know how often they get it in. And I have 3.5 meters. It's 140 wide and I've got 3.5 meters. So I could definitely make the long maxi version of the Fleetwood frock and it would look stunning. So, and of course, I've already made it in the other fabric, so I wouldn't need to do an awful lot of fitting. I know it fits me. So that was my first thought, and I was kind of quite struck on that. And because I think I've kind of done myself in a bit, because I know I've got 5 frocks to make. I know that the Fleetwood frock has got to be one of them. But then I'm thinking, well, has it got to be this one, Sam? Because it's March. And I think you might like something that you can wear, you know, kind of more often, and that might be a bit more practical, and that you can, you know, and that you're going to feel more comfortable in the day. So then I went on Instagram, as you do, and just started flicking through things, and the Fabric Godmother Fleur kept coming into my eyeline. And I had bought the pattern, but I haven't made it. And the reason I hadn't made it is I wasn't totally taken on the ties, because I'm not too much of a tie person. I know that sounds really weird, but you know, but I thought, well, the only way you're going to know, Sam, if you love this, is to make one. So I had some of this gorgeous fabric that I got in a Felicity fabric box. And while I was having a lovely little FaceTime chat with my friend Catherine at Soberton Makery, I whipped up a little toile of the Fleur, Fabric Godmother Fleur, just in the peplum version top. Now, actually, this peplum is a little bit shorter than it should be. Nothing to do with me measuring myself, all to do with the fact that I had 1.5 meters of fabric and I used all 1.5 meters of fabric. And that's how long the peplum can be. As it happens, I'll pop a picture of me wearing it. It sits exactly where I want it to sit. It sits exactly kind of like the top waist, you know, the bottom bit of the waistband of my trousers, which is exactly where I like these kinds of tops to sit on me. And yeah, and I really, really like it. And as a top with the peplum, I think it's really nice. I use some Specky Seamstress bias binding to finish it, because even though it's a toile, I do intend to wear this. We've obviously got Valentine's Day coming up in February, so I can wear it perhaps for a date night. The label says cute as a button. I've also got my birthday coming up, and I've got quite a few kind of jeans and a nice top opportunities. Do you know what I mean? So I could definitely wear that, and I think it would actually go really nicely with my chalk and notch jeans. So yeah, in fact, it definitely would. Sorry, you didn't really get to see that then, but as I said, pop another picture up. So yeah, I looked at the fabric, I looked at the garment measurements, the finish measurements, and I looked at my body measurements, and I made a decision. Now, really, going on the body measurements, I should have cut a 12 to 14. And looking at the finished garment measurements and also a little bit of advice for some sewing friends, I cut a 10. And I'm really glad I did. Now, the Fleur has different cup options. It has the B cup and the D cup option. Now, normally I would always go for the D cup option because I do have about a 6-inch difference. So I would normally have to do a full bust adjustment. But again, knowing what I know, I popped my... If ever I want to check the bodice, I always pop my bodice block on top, and I popped it on top and I knew that I would be fine. So I actually ended up going for the B cup version of the 10, and it fits me absolutely perfectly. No real changes at all. And it just came together really nicely. Lots of gathering. If you don't like gathering, it's probably not for you. Lots and lots of gathering, but I don't mind a bit of gathering, so it was absolutely fine. And the thing is, though, what I thought might happen has happened, and I'm not a big fan of the ties, mainly because I don't know whether you can see, I mean, I've tied, they are so long and they're too long, and I can't just chop them shorter because I've finished all of the ends of them, and if I chop them shorter, they're not going to be finished nicely. So I've got a couple of options, really. If I do decide that the Fleur is going to be my dress, I think I might just think about how I'm going to finish the bodice. So if you've got any ideas, then let me know. And I'm just going to keep you updated, really. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm going to keep popping the 50 and frolicking hashtag up with kind of, you know, my what have I done next? What decision have I made? Have I made a Fleetwood frock? Have I made a Fleur? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I think I'm going Fleur, mainly because of the sleeves. I'm just thinking, you know, I need to keep warm. And I just think it would be quite nice. The sleeves are nice and full, but they're not so poofy that I couldn't wear something over the top still. So yeah, so that is my plans for my Plymouth Frocktail, where I will be 50 and frolicking to my heart's content. Tell me what you think. What do you think of my plans for my first Frocktail dress? And yeah, so basically the only absolute definite decision is this is the fabric. This is the fabric that I want to wear 100%. And I'm just really finding the dress to fit it. Now, I don't always do it that way round. In fact, most of the time I do it the other way round, but I'm just feeling that for this, I just want to wear this fabric. So yeah, that's my plans. As I said, I love a chat in the comments. Let me know what you think. What would you do? Do you think the Fleur is a good idea? If I do make the Fleur, obviously it will be a dress. How low do I go? Do I go all the way to the floor? You know, what are you thinking? I'm not a heels person. I will definitely be wearing, in fact, I'll let you into a little secret. I'll probably take some nice shoes, but I'll probably be wearing my trainers. Because there's going to be dancing, and if I'm dancing, I need my trainers. So yeah, let me know what you think. You take care. See you really soon. Don't forget to sparkle. Bye for now.